train keeps moving home, but my mind got there first. Past the fields and distant rooftops, past the years that seem to blur. I've been staring through the window at places rushing by, yet all I really see tonight are memories in my mind. Funny how the closer I get, the more questions appear. The train keeps moving home, and I don't know what I'll find. Does the old cafe still stand there? Do they still close at 9? The train keeps moving home, and I wonder as I ride, will the people I once knew recognize me when I arrive? My best friend and I were brothers, or at least that's how it felt. We swore we'd never lose touch, back when life was something else. Does he have a family now? Do his children know my name? Would he laugh the way he used to if he saw me once again? The farther I traveled, the less certain I became. The train keeps moving home, and another thought appears. Did Mama keep my letters? Did she hide away her tears? The train keeps moving home, and somewhere deep inside I'm afraid that everything changed, and afraid that nothing did. There was a time I couldn't wait to leave this town behind. Now every mile that disappears feels like I'm getting part of myself back. The train keeps moving home, and the darkness starts to fade. Soon these tracks will lead me back to the place where my story began. The train keeps moving home, and for the first time in years, I'm not dreaming of tomorrow. I'm thinking about yesterday. The train keeps moving home, and I can almost see it now. The station, the road, the river, and the life I never truly left behind. The train keeps moving home, and my heart is already there. The train had barely stopped when I stepped onto the ground. I looked around the station, and memories came rushing out. The same old wooden benches, the same clock hanging high. For a moment I just stood there, not believing what I saw. I thought time would have erased it. I thought years would have changed it all. I couldn't believe my eyes. The station still stood proud. The road still led toward home, just like it always had. I couldn't believe my eyes, standing there alone. It felt like I had left yesterday, not half a lifetime ago. The road beside the station used to feel so wide, back when I was a young man, dreaming of another life. The little trees I passed each day were reaching toward the sky. What used to be small saplings now stood tall and strong with time. The world had kept on growing, even while I was away. I couldn't believe my eyes. The fields stretched just the same. The fences and the rooftops still carried familiar names. I couldn't believe my eyes as memory met the truth. Somehow the place I'd missed for years was even more beautiful. I spent so long imagining what home might look like now, that I forgot one simple thing. Home wasn't waiting to impress me. Home was waiting to welcome me. I couldn't believe my eyes. The town I carried in my heart hadn't disappeared with time. It had simply carried on. I couldn't believe my eyes. And standing there that day, for the first time in years, I felt like I belonged somewhere. I couldn't believe my eyes, watching sunlight fill the street, and suddenly the distance didn't seem so far to me. I couldn't believe my eyes. Home had aged, but it was still home. I noticed it before I saw it, before the river came in view, before the station disappeared, and the fields began breaking through. A gentle wind came through the window and carried something I once knew, a scent I hadn't touched in years, yet somehow felt familiar too. It wasn't just the air, it was 1,000 memories. The air smelled like home, and my heart gave in. One breath carried me farther than all the roads I've ever been. The air smelled like home, and I couldn't hold it back. All those years I thought I'd left behind came rushing through the cracks. The air smelled like home, like I never truly left, like a piece of me had waited here for every step I had left. There was earth and grass together, the scent of trees beneath the sun, the kind of smell you never notice until one day it's gone. I searched for it in cities, in crowded streets and neon lights, never knowing what I missed was waiting here the whole time. Some things leave your hands, but never leave your soul. The air smelled like home, and suddenly I could see everything I spent years chasing wasn't what I really needed. The air smelled like home, and standing there alone for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel alone. I've seen skylines touch the heavens, I watched success come and go, but none of them could reach me the way that simple breeze did. The air smelled like home, and my voice almost broke. The boy who left with restless dreams, and the man who came back home. The air smelled like home, and through the tears I finally smiled, because after all these years away, I knew where I belonged. The air smelled like home, and so did peace. The air smelled like home, and so did peace. I saw her standing by the doorway, just the way she always had. The same gentle smile, the same eyes filled with love. For a second time stood still, and nothing seemed to change. Then she walked a little closer, and I saw what years had done. The voice was still warm, the heart was still the same, but time had left its mark. Mama looked smaller than the woman in my mind, the woman who once carried me through the hardest days of life. Mama looked smaller, and suddenly I couldn't speak, because while I was out chasing dreams, the years were quietly chasing her. Mama looked smaller, broke something inside me. I thought I still had time. I thought she'd always be waiting. She asked me if I was hungry, the way she used to before, like I wasn't a grown man standing at her door. She talked about the neighbors, the weather and the rain, and every simple word she spoke made me feel like a child again. I kept staring at her hands, wondering when they grew old. Mama looked smaller, but her love filled every room. The same love that followed me across every mile I moved. Mama looked smaller, and I wanted to tell her everything, every mistake, every loss, every lonely night I'd seen. Mama looked smaller, and for the first time in years, the man who thought he knew everything was holding back tears. I spent so many years afraid of failing in the world, never realizing the thing I'd lose was time with her. Mama looked smaller, but somehow greater than before, because now I understood everything I never saw. Mama looked smaller, and my voice began to break. All those years she waited for me, and all those years I stayed away. Mama looked smaller, and standing there that day, I would have traded every success I had for one more year of yesterday. Mama looked smaller, but her love never did. I stood there in the driveway with my suitcase by my side, looking at the old white porch that had survived the passing time. The paint was a little faded, the roof had weathered every year, but somehow it looked almost exactly the way it did when I lived here. The trees had grown much taller, the world had moved ahead, yet one thing stayed the same. The house never changed, and I couldn't understand why. Everything I knew had changed, everything except this life. The house never changed through the seasons and the years. While I was becoming someone else, it was standing right here. The house never changed, and suddenly it came to me, maybe it stayed the same, because Mama never left. The The old swing still hung there, the same curtains framed the light. The kitchen smelled like supper, just like every Friday night. The photographs were waiting in the same familiar place, like the years had simply folded instead of slipping away. I thought I was coming home to a house, but maybe I was coming home to her love. The house never changed, because her heart never changed. The woman who taught me loyalty had quietly lived that way. The house never changed, not because time stood still, but because she guarded every memory with patience and with a will. The house never changed, and standing in that hall, I realized faithfulness isn't something you say, it's something you become. I spent years chasing new things, new cities, new dreams, new roads, while she spent those same years protecting the life I left behind. The house never changed, and my voice began to shake, because all at once I understood what I had never seen. The house never changed, because someone stayed, someone believed, someone waited, someone loved. The house never changed, and for the first time in years, I knew exactly what home meant. Standing right there, the house never changed, because Mama never changed. Maybe that's why I found my way back. Pushed the door open slowly, almost afraid of what I'd find. The room looked smaller somehow than the one I carried in my mind. The same old desk beside the window, the same marks upon the wall. And for a moment I just stood there without saying anything at all. Years had passed between us, yet somehow it still felt familiar. My old room remembered me, even after all this time. It held on to the silence where I used to dream at night. My old room remembered me, though it couldn't keep it all. The warmth I left behind, the scent of who I was. My old room remembered me, and standing there I realized some places keep loving us even after we say goodbye. It tried to hold me in the only way it could, protecting little pieces of a life that once stood here. The posters had faded colors, the curtains had grown thin, but everything was waiting like I had only just stepped out. It couldn't stop the years, but it never stopped waiting. My old room remembered me, though time had taken much away. It couldn't save my laughter, it couldn't keep my younger days. My old room remembered me, and maybe that's enough, 'cause all those things I thought were gone were somehow still alive. To everyone else, it was just a room, 4 walls, a bed, a window, nothing more. But to me, it was the last place that still knew who I was before the world changed me. My old room remembered me, and suddenly I felt at peace, the kind of peace I hadn't found in all those years away. My old room remembered me, not because it stayed the same, but because it never stopped holding a place for me. My old room remembered me, and that night as I closed my eyes, I slept more deeply than I had in a very long time. My old room remembered me, and for the first time in years, I slept like I was home. I used to think the years had only changed me, that somehow life had happened somewhere far away from here. But walking through these old streets, I started noticing the truth. Time hadn't stood still waiting, it had been moving here too. The years had touched everything, not just me. Time had been here too, in every face I knew, in every porch and every rooftop, beneath the morning dew. Time had been here too, while I was gone chasing dreams. And suddenly I understood what growing older really means. Time had been here too, and somehow that broke my heart, because the world I left behind had kept moving from the start. The barber moved a little slower, the farmer's hair had turned to gray. Children I remembered running barefoot now had children of their own. The old store near the crossroads still stood against the years, but the man behind the counter looked older than my memories. Nobody escaped the years, not even this town. Time had been here too, in ways I'd never seen. I was so busy changing that I forgot the world could too. Time had been here too, and standing there that day, I felt grateful for the moments that somehow still remain. I used to think coming home meant finding everything untouched. Now I know that's not what home is. Home isn't frozen in time. Home grows old beside you. Time had been here too, in every tree and every road, in every laugh and every scar, in every story left untold. Time had been here too, and maybe that's alright, because love isn't measured by what survives unchanged, but by what survives the years. Time had been here too, and for the first time I could see the town wasn't waiting for the old me. It was welcoming who I'd become. Time had been here too, and somehow that made home feel even more precious. I walked down to the river just before the sun went down. The same path through the tall grass, the same curve outside of town. I hadn't stood beside these waters in more years than I could count. Yet something felt familiar before I even reached the bank. Some places don't forget the people who once loved them. The river still remembered the boy I used to be, running through the summer evenings, wild and careless free. The river still remembered, though the years had changed my face. Standing on that old riverbank, I felt known again. The river still remembered, and somehow that meant everything, 'cause there were days I wasn't sure. I remembered myself. The current moved so gently, like it always used to do, never asking where I'd been, never judging what I'd done. The water touched the shoreline the same way it always had, as if the years between us were nothing more than passing clouds. I thought I came here searching, but maybe I came here to be found. The river still remembered the dreams I left behind, the promises I whispered on warm July nights. The river still remembered things I'd almost forgotten too, and hearing that silence felt more honest than the truth. I used to sit here for hours, certain life was somewhere else. Now I sit here understanding life was here too. All along, the river still remembered, and my voice began to shake. 'Cause after all these years away, it still felt like my place. The river still remembered, not the man the world could see, but the boy beneath the burden I had carried endlessly. The river still remembered, and as the daylight slipped away, I realized home isn't a place that holds you. It's a place that remembers you. The river still remembered, even when I forgot.
I used to tell myself I left this town behind the day I boarded that train and disappeared into another life. I thought the distance proved it, I thought the years made it true. But standing here tonight, I'm not so sure anymore. Maybe leaving a place isn't the same as leaving it behind. Maybe I never truly left. Maybe part of me stayed here in the fields beyond the highway, in the river running near. Maybe I never truly left. Maybe that's why coming back feels less like a return and more like finding a missing piece. Maybe I never truly left. Maybe home never lost me. Even when I lost myself, somehow it still knew where I'd be. 1,000 mornings in the city never erase these roads. 1,000 crowded evenings never replace these stars. I carry this place quietly into every year I live. I just didn't realize how much of me it held. The roots were always there. I just stopped looking down. Maybe I never truly left. Maybe that's what hurts the most, knowing all the things I missed were never really gone. Maybe I never truly lived. Maybe that's the gift to discover after all these years that love can wait like this. I thought home was a destination, some point at the end of a map. Now I think home is something you carry without knowing until the day you need it. Maybe I never truly lived. I'm standing beneath this sky, I finally understand why every road led back. Maybe I never truly left, because the boy who grew up here never stopped walking beside me through every triumph and every fear. Maybe I never truly left, and tonight I feel at peace, not because because the journey ended, but because I know where I belong. Maybe I never truly lived. Maybe home was traveling with me all along. I spent so many years believing home was something I had left, a chapter closed behind me, a road I'd never walk again. I thought I had to lose it to become somebody new. Funny how life teaches lessons you never wanted to learn. I traveled far enough to finally understand. Home was waiting, not angry that I stayed away, not keeping count of all the years or every choice I made. Home was waiting, like it always knew. One day I'd get tired of running and find my way back through. Home was waiting, and standing there I realized some kinds of love don't leave when you do. Still caught the evening light, the kitchen still felt warm. Mama still said my name the way she always had before. Nothing here was perfect, time had touched it all, but somehow every imperfection made it feel more beautiful. I came back looking for peace and found something deeper. Home was waiting through every rise and fall, through every city skyline, through every crowded hall. Home was waiting while I and I finally stopped asking why. Some roads lead you away just so they can bring you back. I used to think success was becoming someone different. Now I think success might be remembering who you are. Home was waiting, and my voice began to break, thinking of the years I spent looking for what was already here. Home was waiting, not as a place alone, but as my mother's love, the river, the fields, the road, the people, the memories, and the man I used to be. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't trying to become more, I was grateful for enough. Home was waiting, standing underneath that sky, I finally felt something I
hadn't felt in years. Peace, home was waiting, not for the man who left, but for the man who came back.